in-session trading. Just caught a couple of 10-point trades, including this most recent trade. Check out this line right here. This line is from the MMT 50/50 indicator. It prints 50% lines of 3 different time frames, and those time frames are customizable. On this chart, I've got a 60-minute time frame, a 4-hour time frame, and a daily time frame. So this pink line right here, this is a daily 50% level. I've got it scanning a certain number of bars back. Then it's looking for the candles with the biggest ranges, and it's plotting the 50% levels of the top 5 candles. So this 50% line, this was from this day, and this 50% line down here, this is from this day. But you can see we bounced off of that line to the tick, just bounced up 40 points there. The 50% levels are some great key levels to have on the chart. If you go to monkeymantrades.com, there are direct links to all the indicators, including the MMT 50/50. I got up to trade non-farm payroll, and I was looking at the 50/50 chart. There's no extension lines lower because all of my 4-hour and 1-hour time frames are up here. So on the 50/50 indicator, I've got my 4-hour time frame, got the extension lines on. I'm going to turn those off. And then for my third time frame, the daily time frame, I'm going to turn the extension lines on. So now I've got my upper and lower extension lines based off of the daily 50% levels. And the 1-hour and the 4-hour time frame are the actual 50% lines of the actual candles, as well as the daily, but now the daily has the extensions. NFP just came out, about up to yesterday's point of control. I like that. Got some decent selling up there, then some major selling up 420 and 490. Check out where we came up to. We came up right to this 50% level from the MMT 50/50 to the tick. This is a 50% level from the hourly time frame. I'm telling you, these 50% levels, I've really been using them. We got so much hold up at this daily 50% level in the overnight session. Getting some imbalance signals to the downside. Looks like those signals would have worked out for 10 points. Pretty big wick on the 5-minute delta here. I just took a VWAP bounce trade. We had an imbalance signal down here at VWAP. Delta was climbing. I chickened out for around 6 points, but we did come back up to the 20 SMA. Would have got the full 10 points. Usually don't try to mess around too much in pre-market, especially between 9 and 9:30. Just gonna try and be a good boy, wait for the New York Open here. I was just taking a bite of my breakfast. I was about to put a pending buy order in, see if we got an imbalance signal. We got an imbalance signal to the upside that appeared at 31. We just popped up 60 points right at 9:30. That would have been a nice trade. So we were coming up here, negative delta. You can see the negative delta numbers on the flow stack here and the insides of the candles from the ultimate delta. I was tempted to take a short up here, just kind of waiting to see what price wants to do for a few minutes after the market opened. We got an imbalance signal to the upside at the beginning of the candle and it popped up. Then we got an imbalance signal to the downside when we were up here, popped down. 2 possible winning trades on the same candle. Again, as we're coming up, negative delta, and we just got another 20-point drop after this candle open. Gonna wait for the first 5-minute candle to form here. Do like a breakout above here. We break out above there, look to test current day open. Bunch of negative delta building up here, but the price is not dropping, so mixed signals there. Thought about taking a short with this imbalance signal to the downside, cashing out at 15-minute center. Could have easily grabbed 10 points there. Dropped about 20 points after the imbalance signal appeared. Imbalance signal to the upside, just popped up another 20 points. The MMT polarity is a pretty dang good indicator. Let's see if we get this 21 break here. Oh, looks like I got a trailing stop. I got a new ATM strategy that I had created in the past for scalping. Looks like it's got an automatic trailing stop once it gets up to a certain amount. So that's pretty cool. Just got 10 points on the breakout above these highs back here. Was looking to target the current day open. Had a bunch of positive delta coming in there. This strong imbalance signal appeared right when we were up here. Just dropped down over 30 points. The MMT polarity has been crushing it with the stacked imbalances today. And you can't really tell by looking to the left because they appear and disappear intra-bar, change directions. just depending on where the stacked imbalances are. Trading more aggressively on the Apex accounts. The Lucid accounts I'm not worried about. I've got unlimited time with those, no monthly fee. We're getting a nice rejection after the gap fill right here. Current day open, yesterday's close. This is part of the MMT key levels, as well as the yesterday's point of control and these custom time ranges, like the pre-market range and the 15-minute center here. We've got that 9:45 news coming up in 5 minutes, so might not take a trade until after the news happens. While I was waiting for the news to come out, I just grabbed another Lucid account, so I'll log out and log back in a few minutes. They've got that 40% off sale going on. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is absolutely amazing. If you use code MonkeyMan, you can get the 40% off. There is no recurring fee, just a one-time fee. You can take as long as you want to pass. They've been my absolute favorite. Lucid Trading, there's links in the description. Alright, it's 9:45. News is out. See what price wants to do here. I've definitely been more motivated with my trading now that I can get up every morning at the New York Open, be well rested, not being on the West Coast anymore. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. I was going to get 10 or 20 accounts and actually trade every morning with regular awesomeness. Not have to deal with the off hours randomness, spending 3 to 4 hours trying to catch a few trades versus just trading 1 hour in the morning, being done. So we dipped a little bit, imbalance signal to the downside. Now we got a washout and an imbalance to the upside that appeared down here. Just popped up 30 points after those signals appeared. Polarity is still crushing it. I was about to take a trade if we broke above the pre-market center here. We had a bunch of strong bullish delta coming in. Would have definitely got my 10 points there. I sat there and overanalyzed for a little bit and didn't pull the trigger. Now the delta just turned negative for that candle. I was trying to multitask, I just missed this great trade. We pulled up to pre-market high, got an imbalance signal to the downside, point of control up in the wick, strong negative delta, just dropped right back down to yesterday's close. We were also up at value area high and that 50% level from the 1 hour time frame. Big old cluster of key levels. I gotta completely clear my schedule for the 1 hour that I'm trading and stay focused. I'm too used to multitasking for hours at a time during the Asian and London sessions. The MMT polarity is still crushing it. Imbalance signals to the upside here. Intrabar, 30-point pops. Just got into a short, got my full 10 points. We went bearish on the flow stack. Big ol' washout signal. This is also from the MMT polarity indicator. It prints imbalance signals and washout signals based on a built-in order flow. So washout signal to the downside as we're wicking right off of yesterday's point of control. Now we just dropped 50 points. I just took a long for 10 points on the first touch of the 15-minute center, one of my favorite key levels. This orange dotted line. Came down to the 15-minute center to the tick, bounced up over 20 points, got my 10 points pretty much instantly. We've also got some strong gamma levels here and VWAP, and we're getting some more hold up here, just bounced up another 10 points. Just looking at the massive amount of delta on the ES that's coming in on this last 5-minute candle, we're getting a pretty nice drop on the NQ. I just logged out and logged back in, got my new Lucid account up. I think I want to try to amass some more accounts, get up to at least 10 accounts. See, after that 5-minute candle with the huge amount of delta on the ES, we just dropped 30 points on the NQ when the new 5-minute candle opened. Definitely watching this ES delta. I just went for a little bounce trade when this washout signal appeared intra-bar. Didn't hold it for the full 10 points. I got 6 or 7 points there. Added the new Lucid account to the copy trading roster. The MMT polarity is still crushing it. We got this washout signal, a 9 washout signal when price was down here around 180. I hopped into a long. I grabbed my full 10 points in mere seconds. We're getting a very nice bounce up here, up over 30 points. I love using the MMT polarity intra-bar. I've got it calculating on price change, although you can also have it calculate on bar close. You will get less signals, but I like being able to get in intra-bar, catch these washout signals and these imbalance signals in the act. We had some double divergence on this candle as well, getting a very nice pop up. I looked away for a minute, but we just came up to VWAP and the 20 SMA. Little double key level right there. Just got a nice bounce off that level, 25 points. That was right at 10:30. I just got into my last trade of the day. We pulled up here to yesterday's low in the 250 SMA, right at 10:33 here. I was looking for a pullback, back to VWAP. Got my full 10 points there. Stacked a bunch of micros today. Took one regular NQ trade in the Apex accounts, up over 1,300 across the 5 accounts. The 90% off Apex deal ends tonight, but they extended the lifetime PA fee deal until December 23rd. So there's still some time to pass and get those really cheap PA fees. Lucid has 40% off, no monthly fees. Take Profit Trader has 30% off, and they will refund you your evaluation fee if you get a payout. Tradeify has a similar deal. TradeDay has some great deals. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is the absolute best. Thanks so much for your support. There are links to all the MMT indicators in the description. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.